Hi, it's Red-Headed Riding Hood here, Red for short. This is New Translations Part 2. The language of the Authorized Version is inevitably the language of 1611, and it is therefore archaic. So we need new translations. In Acts 28:13, the Authorized Version has, "From there we fetched a compass and came to Rhegium." The phrase "fetched a compass" is now quite out of date. The RSV has, "From there we made a circuit," and the NEB, "we sailed around." I looked it up in this is my baby Bible from 1984. And it says, "From there we circled around and reached Rhegium." So that makes a little more sense. In Acts 21:15 is even more misleading in the Authorized Version. "After those days, we took up our carriages and went up to Jerusalem." Here, carriages is used in the sense of that which we had to carry. The NEB correctly has, "At the end of our stay, we packed our baggage and took the road up to Jerusalem." When the New Testament was first written in the original Greek, it spoke to men in the ordinary everyday language that they used to each other daily. The English of 1611 cannot be like that to us. The Bible ought to speak to men in their own contemporary language. That is the way it originally spoke, and only a modern translation can make it so speak again. We know much more about the kind of language people spoke in New Testament times than the Authorized Version translators ever could know. And this book was written in the 1970s, I think like 1971. There has been discovered a host of documents such as private letters and accounts and legal documents and income tax returns and census papers and minutes of meetings. 75 years ago, dictionaries used to lay it down that out of the New Testament's 2,829 different words, about 550 occurred nowhere else than in the New Testament. Wow. More than 500 of these words have turned up in the documents which have come to light, and now we are much better equipped to define their meaning. So that's interesting. Today we have aids to the translation of the New Testament, which did not exist in 1611. We have so much online things. You can look at the Greek, you can look at the Hebrew. It's unbelievable. I used to have a concordance that was, when I downsized, I got rid of it, this thick, and it was a King James version. But you could look up the word and look up the Greek word or the Hebrew word. It was Greek and Hebrew. It was Strong's exhaustive concordance of the Bible. It was like this thick. Today we have aids to the translation of the New Testament, which did not exist in 1611. And he's writing this in the 70s, and now we have just, it's exploded even more on the web. This was written before the web. And we have even more now. And to refuse to use them is to despoil ourselves of new knowledge, which can make the Bible more meaningful than ever. Neglect of knowledge is always a sin. So, and I want to say again, William Barclay was a theologian and author. He was born in 1907, died in 1978, and he believed in the salvation of all. There's still a judgment. We don't get away with anything, but he did not believe in eternal conscious torment. And I will plug this again. Julie Forwarda goes into a lot of the online tools that she used when she did her study of debunking hell. So if you are interested in this book, you can email me at redheadedridinghood@gmail.com. Send me your snail mail address and I'll mail you a copy. I have extra copies of this if you're interested. And if you'd also like to send me a donation, that would be appreciated too, for postage or whatnot. But I do have these and I have been giving them away. So, but yeah, she goes into all of the online tools and the words that, you know, all different versions of the Bible have different translations of the word hell. I mean, sometimes it's Gehenna, sometimes it's just the place of death. So it's an interesting thing to look into. So I'm gonna let you go. I have my Josh Wilson shirt on too. It's for mental health. Be brave, be strong, be kind. So, and don't say that no one cares for you, because I do and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Bye.